Hi guys, this is Mandy from Mandy Lee Plays, and in this video I'm going to give you my full opinion on my kind of hot take that I posted on Twitter, which is I think the Pokeball mechanic in Let's Go should be implemented in some way to the next gen Pokemon game. And a lot of people were, surprisingly not for it. I didn't think a lot of people would be, but I knew it was a hot topic. So I'm just going to give you my thoughts on why I think the Let's Go method is way better for newcomers, for old people who like the game, not old people, but veterans of Pokemon. So let's go. So the first point I want to make is the Pokemon Let's Go catching mechanic. It's not as easy as most people think, but it's not difficult either. And I can see a lot of people doing multiple catches and really have that incentive to catch Pokemon because, you don't have to worry about is it gonna faint or like what kind of approach you want to go with this Pokemon. So you could just catch Pokemon like nothing, and that's a good thing because if you're like me and play Pokemon, like the past Pokemon games, I used to have my set amount of Pokemon. I knew where to get them and I got them and that's it. I don't really catch Pokemon for the Pokédex. I just caught the Pokemon I want and that's it. But for Pokemon Let's Go, it gave me an incentive to catch more Pokemon and to send them to Professor Oak, which he in turn gives you candies to level up your Pokemon. And it also gives you the opportunity to encounter multiple Pokemon. You don't feel like it's not really a repetition kind of thing. Each encounter is kind of like its own thing because the Pokemon move. They don't just stand in one place, they do move. And it could kind of get difficult, especially with the legendary Pokemon. If you don't have a Master Ball or really rare Pokemon, they are very hard and you kind of have to think about them. So the misconception is that the Pokemon Let's Go catching mechanic doesn't involve strategy. It does, and I would argue it involves just as much strategy or even more than the regular Pokemon. The Pokemon Go method gets you into it without really kind of giving you that grindy feel because you just throw the Pokeball, you try to catch it, and you have a certain amount of time to catch it before it runs away. So it's not like you have infinite throws, no, and you have certain berries that do certain effects. And another thing is you have to keep in mind your Pokeball. The red Pokeballs, the regular ones, do a good job for regular Pokemon, but as you get further into the game, you need Great Balls, which are like a level up from the regular ones, and then Ultra Balls, which are like 2 levels up from the regular one. So it gets pretty intense, especially because Ultra Balls and Great Balls are really pricey to buy, and Pokemon, you have a limited number of income opportunities. But when you battle people, they usually give you Pokeballs. They'll give you at least 3 or 4 or 5 if you're lucky, and that's how most people would gain their Pokeballs. It's just to battle trainers out in the open would get you a lot of Pokeballs. But in turn, you do need a lot of Pokeballs to catch Pokemon. Like, some of them don't really go on the first try or even the second, third. More rare Pokemons, they could last a long time before running away or you actually catch it. So it's all about the strategy and how you approach the Pokemon. Do you give it berries? What kind of berries? The golden berries? Does berries even matter? Because some of them you can catch without a berry. And it's all about getting that perfect catch, because when you catch in a Pokemon, there's a circle in it, and if you throw the Pokeball within the circle where it's small, you get an excellent throw, and a little bigger, you get a great throw. You know the gist. It's the Pokemon Go method, so it borrows a lot from Pokemon Go since it's Pokemon Let's Go. For me, I don't really like battling wild Pokemon because they're usually annoying, but the catching mechanic plus the Pokemon being out in the open really gets me into actually completing the Pokédex And I feel like if it's done great, where it's like a hybrid type, or in some cases you have to fight the Pokemon before you catch them, in those cases I think that would be perfect for, you know, the newer generation games where you have to fight the Pokemon and then you get a chance to catch it, or you just catch it from the get-go. But I know a lot of you like actually battling the Pokemon, which I can agree it's a method that's been there from the beginning, but I think it's time to let it go. So that's just my 2 cents in, but that's just my opinion. I have no power over Nintendo or Pokemon, so I'm just telling you my opinion, and feel free to let me know yours. Do you like my idea? Do you like the catching mechanic in Let's Go? Do you think it's too easy, too casual? Let me know in the comments down below. I love hearing from you guys, and if you like this video, please hit that like button. I would appreciate it. And if you like videos like these and my other videos, then please hit that subscribe button. You will not be disappointed. You can follow me on Twitter at MandyLeePlays. I hope you guys have an awesome day and play a good game. Bye.